Right, this is the first area of the second level, and the puzzle was left uncompleted. It is written, "To hide the prize, the crystals were broken. I gave the pieces to my imp as a token. Then I returned the imp to its home of fire, set to return when the gong sounds dire. If all the flames in the wrong places burn, then round they go and dance in turn. Follow these in order reversed, or you'll stand here like an idiot." I don't get it. What do we have? We have a gong, we have a lot of braziers. Some of them are burning. Some of them are crystals. Okay, to fight the prize, the crystals were broken. What does that mean? I interact with the crystals anyway. Crystals seem to be dormant. The surface is lustreless and cold, so they're inactive. Okay. I gave the pieces to my imp as a token. Then I returned the imp to his home of fire, set to return when the gong sounds dire. Okay. We bang the gong, the imp returns, or we need to get the gong to be sounded. If all the flames in the wrong places burn, then round they go and dance in turn. Follow these in order reversed, or you'll stand here like an idiot. But so we need to get some kind of a movement to these braziers going, and then follow it in reverse order. What? I don't get it. I don't get what they want me to do here. Yeah, the fire keeps moving on and on. But I have no fucking clue. I need to get the fires there. What the hell are these for? I have no clue what's happening here. I don't understand what I'm seeing. Okay, I think I understand now. The purpose of that is to create distance between the two fires. That's all. So you can move it counterclockwise without without the distance constantly staying the same. By using this, we see the places where the fires meet. There's two between them, so if I move them once more, these fires light up. But then what? How do the rest tie up to these? Do I just need to light them up in some sort of order? I don't get where do we go from here. Six resonance gems. Is that it? No, there's no puzzle solved yet. So I don't really get what exactly is the next step. Resonance gem. I got 6, there's only 6. Puzzle solved. $1,200 experience. Okay. I got there in the end. We have a whirlwind attack at this point. Puzzle, quest, and stairs. Camp and forge. Enemies are as bad as ever. Might technically be slightly better. We're getting a little bit more experience on them. They're not dangerous. I'm getting a little bit more experience from fighting. So that's something. Want to secure the trader here first. Sometimes there's a random enemy group attacking them. Monster Seller, Gas, Blind Eye Hireling. That sounds like a great companion though. 10% of all we take. Yeah, sure. Because if it's an actual beholder with beholder type behavior, it's very useful. If it's tries to do some sort of horrible melee thing, it's totally worthless. Spot and Surge is fantastic. Alertness, Dark Vision, Dodge, Iron Will, Mobility, Weapon Proficiency creature. It's all about are you using ranged weapons or not.
Hello.
These are not bad items by any means, they're just not a good fit for what I try to do. Still, we crossed the 100,000 gold piece line. Damage resistance Hell. Bludgeoning resist 15. Bone skill spellcraft plus 7. What helmet do we have? Will plus 1. Right. The bludgeoning resistance sounds like a fantastic thing. Let's not fight yet. Might be other things more valuable. Spellcasting. Warhammer of Spellcasting. Damage reduction ring, 22,000. Plus 2 soak 10 damage. This is fantastic. Versus what do we have now? Regeneration plus 1. Spell resistance 12. Not bad things by any means. The amulet here would become pretty much redundant if we buy this. Or rather when we buy it. I'll also buy the helmet. Extra bludgeoning resistance, no matter what the magic type. Or weapon enchantment level. I'll give up the regeneration for now. This is another ring. This is better than the plus 1 soak 5. In what? Oh shit. In what it can achieve. Yeah, definitely a lot of high attacks incoming. I think it killed the monster settler. I think it also killed the guy doing the trading here. Well, that's somewhat unfortunate, but what can you do? No, he's just invisible.
Hello.
All the better. Right, this is much better, not just because it's obviously a little bit better, but 5 damage reduction isn't that big of a deal against a more powerful monster. 10 is that's pretty drastic. You have to get critical hits to push easily through that, or be some kind of exceptional monster. So as long as we're on level 2, we're pretty much safe from physical damage at this point. The amulet should be switched out. The 1 extra point in armor class doesn't matter that much. Could take either fire resistance or slashing resistance increased. Actually, I'm not sure how this works. I mean, we have 10-point damage resistance, but it's a conditional one. This is not a conditional one. I'll keep what we have now.
To the fight! Onward! Here,
Don't
follow
attack
me.
the trader. They're killing my ally here. It was very, very useful though. But what's done is done.
Reach your end!
It's a good looking armor. Still probably worse than what we have. The regeneration is that important to us. Although we can add the regeneration to a lot of other items, so it's not that important. Potion of one with the land. Plus 4 competence bonus to animal empathy, hide, move silently, and set trap skills. Well, whoop-de fucking do. Is that a secret? Small area there that doesn't seem like there's an obvious way to access it. Tired rat droppings. I'm pretty sure I can survive the traps. Like, a little bit of damage, nothing serious. And I'm regenerating 4 points each tick. Right, I feel this is probably a secret of some sort. Yeah, there's a black crate inside. We could have used the goddamn beholder to easily uncover that. It had the massive spot skills. don't think we are quite so lucky. I would assume it's there though, the passage, because there was blood on the wall. No? I was wrong. Our first secret.
Here you meet your end!
Right, fairly easy area. Can I still get rewards out of you? No. So he's just a sidekick. Sidekick that I don't really have to manage all that much because he's self-healing. At some point we're going to start meeting enemies where Calberol is not going to be able to hold his own anymore. But we're not at that point yet.
Hello.
Resistance against negative energy, 15. Yeah, this could be very useful in certain situations, but borderline worthless in most. Acid arrow, 50 charges. This would be a fairly good place for some sort of a rogue that has some ability to use magical items, because you can deal with all the traps, you can deal with all the puzzles, and you have enough magical items that you can do a huge amount of range attack damage as necessary. Damage that the enemy really can't try to dodge in any way. Sorcerer Helm. Just garbage. Level and ability drain immunity on a ring. I think I have it on a glove at the moment, so this will definitely go in storage. Regeneration +1, not worth saving. We can add that to an item. %, fire immunity bonus. Well, whoop-de-doo. How is that supposed to be even theoretically useful? If someone does 100 points of damage to you, you only take 95. I guess the benefit could come from the fact that direct damage reduction and percentage reductions work on top of each other. Hopefully with the percentage working first. Then it might have some theoretical uses. I still think it's probably gonna just suck ass, but whatever. Let's go to the bottom first. Quest giver, probably. What droppings?
Hello there.
Greetings, stranger. I'm so glad you stopped to speak with me. I do enjoy meeting new people. I'm worried. My mate's desire for you to gather dire rat droppings. Some are found on creatures on level 2, and I will pay for each one you gather. I will need to accompany you on this task. I wish I could pay even more, but I offer 132 gold and experience for each dire rat droppings you gather. How does this differ from the other one? Right there's not actual journal markers. Sure. We already have the same quest from another source, but he's coming with us, so it would be much more convenient for me. Roki's probably going to just die. Still, I wonder what the other guy offered. I think 100. Find kobold named Farron. Kill dire rats. Find dire rat droppings. No details. Camp and a quest giver.
Here, follow me. Onward!
Secure the merchant first.
They carry too much.
Also,
Walking is difficult.
might as well see a lot of crap there.
Here, follow me.
Spellcaster merchant ooze Mephit Ireland. And large zombie minions. Damage reduction plus regeneration combo it makes the Mephit somewhat desirable. Otherwise they're a piece of garbage.
What?
Right, let's see first if they have something interesting for sale. There's Cold Bear Boots. Cold Resist 40. I mean, that's even if you have a Dragon Breath opponent, that's basically immunity. 25% piercing immunity. That's a good one. Razors of damage reduction. +1, soak 25 damage. I mean, holy ass cracker. If they have normal weapons, they're not doing damage to you. The damage mini boots would be somewhat interesting. Also the cold resistance, because again you can't really guess what's gonna come up our way. So that would be an item that would negate any cold spell using opponent. +4 wisdom. That is it. So unless we take the damage resistance ones, there's really nothing to buy. Slashing resistance 10, not a bad one. Attach it to better armor and we might have a deal. We probably want to also keep a damage resistance magical. This would be still useful against a lot of mage opponents. We want to keep a hold on any items that increase our spot skill check, because we might have otherwise big trouble finding certain type of +1 spot. Certain type of secret doors. +1 is pretty irrelevant though. Damage bonus divine, 1 damage. So this would be like for a monk? Right. Do we want these? 29,000, 26,000. I have 122,000. 25% immunity to piercing. I don't think so, but the cold resistance is attractive simply because the number is so great. Someone is going to use cold spells, cold attacks in a mass situation against us. They're not going to get anywhere with this. So it's a big investment, but percentage-wise it's not that big of an investment really. I'm buying tools for situations that might never come up. Can I buy pops? Haste, magic circle against good, displacement, shield of fate, dark vision. Yeah. Haste is all nice, but I really don't need it against opponents of this caliber. There was a boss here or something that might be a different matter.
The good of
But these guys are just garbage really. It's too weak of an armor to really bother with. At the same time, we do have the extra carry weight, and I did lose some money, so being back to the 100,000 threshold is probably a sensible thing. Okay, items are about 30,000 gold. We want better than that if we can help it. I suppose it's more of a problem with the fact that you have to buy the item then and there. Otherwise you risk never seeing it again. Vampiric Regeneration 1. Somewhat useful in a weapon, but it's not that great. At the same time, we don't really have much else here. Negative energy, enchantment +1. Ability to heal through attacking wouldn't be a bad thing. It wouldn't amount to much, but every little bit helps.
What?
Garbage. Garbage. Total garbage. Okay shield, but not good enough for giving up the armor class of the tower shield. Maybe on certain classes. Piercing resist 10. This is a fine armor, but not as good as we have. Amulet weight reduction and light. Slashing resist immunity to fear. Immunities are always something you want to keep your eye on. Against some sort of a dragon or a high level undead creature, we are probably just gonna run away if we meet one, so not if we have something like that. That's it. We're back over 100,000. And an added immunity. I should give the rat trappings to Worry. He's closer by.
Hello there.
Not like I had a huge amount, but still. He's doing the killing and adventuring with us, so he gets priority over a vampire who does nothing to help us. It's really the experience that is the reason I'm even bothering to do anything. Money is irrelevant. It's just so pitiful compared to the loot you get normally. An anvil and a camp.
Here
Get
you
the wizard.
meet your end! Ha!
We probably should go another +1 regeneration recipe. Right, we probably should go for the camp first. There's almost always fighting happening at close by. It'll be a real problem. Come on, do your whirlwind attack. Good potential loot at least. Almost every item could maybe be used for something. Stink beetle minions. I feel that would basically screw me over more than anything else. I think it's either a fortitude check or mind affecting. And I might not fare all that well against that. Yeah, we need to kill these. Kill these before we do any trading. These two decent wizards.
It's not the end.
By the mother's wrath!
Take that!
By the mother's wrath!
to me!
Okay, not bad. Not bad at all.
I carry too much. Walking is difficult.
So you say. We have a merchant right here, so that should not really be a problem. Also, Farron, I think, was one of our quest objectives. 500 gold, 500 XP. Right.
Hey there.
Show me what you've got. Spell resistance belt seems like it could be a good one. 16. Yeah, that's a good one. Boots of freedom. They have actual freedom. That's a big deal. It would make us immune to a lot of effects. Open locks +8. Potion of invisibility, I'll take one. Hasted amulet of damage, okay, permanent haste. Yes please. Bludgeoning damage resist, improved evasion. Not a bad one. But this gives me +1 to natural armor class, so why don't you just go to hell at this point, and I'll put the Acid Amulet there. It's a much larger increased armor class anyway. And an extra attack. More resistance against low abilities too. Armor class almost 30 at this stage. Nothing too bad about these, they're just not good. We're getting back to the 100,000 threshold. Regeneration and heal. Acid resistance. This would be good if against certain type of mages, because they all throw the acid arrow spell. It's a fairly common spell they throw. We would preferably want elemental resistance that would protect against a lot of abilities, but you gotta take what the game gives you. Right, not bad. Not bad at all.
By the Mother's Wrath!
Try to do some kind of a strength reduction spell on him. Luckily we saw this coming a mile away. That's never gonna work on us. It's one of my major weaknesses. Naturally I'll cover for it. not bothering to check armors that don't have at least 7 points of armor. The likelihood of such an armor being any use to me is just so small, so goddamn small. They weigh a ton.
By the Mother's Wrath!
What the fuck are you doing? Ah, the only path there is loaded. What is that? Oddly marked cleric.
You will fall! Ha!
Lesser Emerald of Health, Disease and Poison Immunity. Probably not useful now. Not sure if it's ever will be, because the one good thing about fighter characters is the good saving throws against fortitude. And that's what most poison and disease checks are, so we should be fairly well protected. And we're sort of protected from the attribute reduction at least, so it just isn't that important. Interesting looking armor. Oh, that was a mini boss. Not exactly impressive. Right, we'll sell our crap here and move on. I just don't know where this is gonna end. I mean, we're getting equipment at such a rapid rate, so what's the limit how far this can go? To be fair, we are not exactly getting all that much better items. The ones that are better I've bought. The pickup loot is pretty much +1 garbage all around. There's a lot of variety to it, but it's still the same garbage. So it exists more or less to just give me money. Good stuff is the one you buy. 5% electrical immunity bonus. I'll keep the lesser amulet of health for now. I don't think it'll be useful. I sort of don't want to regret selling it away. The money it gives me is irrelevant. 10% electrical immunity. Dark vision and regeneration. Not bad, but not useful. 130,000 gold. Go east. We're getting closer to a level up.
Hello there.
About 400 experience points to level up. That would be our first weapon master level. Or alternatively, we'll take weapon specialization as fighter. Ooh, this is special. The boss of the entire place. Widow Hagatha. Okay, something about totems.
The good of all!
Ah, the hill giants throw rocks at the totems and they get destroyed.
Here, follow me. To the fight!
Nope. How is this marked on the map? Boss. Boss means the boss of the entire place. Okay, what happens when you kill it? I sort of don't
Hold
want
this
these guys
place.
to join in
Let
on this.
nothing uproot you.
Can ignore them. I'm guessing they boost her. I don't want to go close to her unless I've already taken care of most of the totems. Let's ignore those for a while. What happens if we get all the totems? Sorry about that. What's so special about the skull totems? So he almost killed himself. Herself. More totems? I don't think so.
By the mother's wrath!
And there comes the acid arrows. She's gonna run to the next closest pillar. She can do it. Yeah, there because they'll boost her. It would be easier to just kill her at this point.
Helga, forgive me. I've lost everything now. Please, stranger, would you have words with me before you take my life?
I'm gonna level up Argus.
I'm sorry for the abysmal treatment you have received here in Undermountain. It should have been different, but we each have our job to do, you understand? Had you come to my home in day gone by, you would have been greeted with accolades and welcomes befitting a hero, though not if you came as an enemy, obviously. This doesn't help, but this place does not bring out the best in us.
Who are you?
I'm known as the widow Hagatha, once the fairest of all giants, from the lost cloud kingdom of Nuramis. Everything I once cherished is gone now, and the only reason I still live is to recover a memory.
What happened?
It was to be the celebration to outshine any celebration known to mortals. I was wed to Hilgard, king of the storm giants, and our union would have united our two races in an unprecedented peace. Only fragments of our wondrous ceremony remain in my aged mind. Hilgard, so handsome and charismatic, stood gleaming like a beacon of hope. We exchanged rings woven of platinum, gold, and magic, but our happiness was not to be.
No? How was your ceremony interrupted?
There was a suitor, Vash-Hanel by the name, who had pursued my hand rigorously. I thought that when I made my intentions clear, it was ended, but Vash-Hanel killed my husband from behind, and told me to come away with him. The storm giants thought that my people had turned on them, and a mighty battle erupted. I and several of my kin went after Vash-Hanel, who used my husband's body as a shield and fled.
Okay, in the midst of such a gathering, how did he escape?
It wasn't too hard, with the fighting going all around, and with the body of my husband to protect him from our most devastating range attacks. But he didn't really escape. He fled until he reached the edge of a cliff, and begged me to come to him. I told him that he was only interested to me as a corpse that I could disfigure for my personal amusement. He didn't respond well to that. Funny, he chose instead to dive off the edge, taking my husband's corpse with him.
So what happened next?
At that time our land was many leagues above this land, and it is said amongst my people that their combined impact formed the Sea of Fallen Stars. I don't know the truth of that, though I like the imagery. I went after the bodies, but I had to get down safely, and by then they were already gone. Apparently our bones are useful in spellcasting and forging magic items. I found the wizard who took Vash-Hanel's corpse quickly, but it took years to track down Hallister.
Let me guess, he holds your husband's body as ransom.
Close. Hallister had already used most of my husband's bones by the time. by the time I found him here. I was going to kill him, but he had one part left. My husband's ring finger, with the wedding band still attached, for the magic of the ring would not allow it to be removed. He had fashioned the finger bone into a staff, which he promised to give me if I helped him with this dungeon. I agreed, thinking I could easily wait a little longer, but now Hagatha has lost what grasp of reality he ever had. I shall never be free of this place. I will help you find the staff. This is lock of my hair, imbued with some of my essence. Use it to communicate with me and to help you find the staff. Return here with the staff and I shall see you rewarded. I thank you for this kindness, which is more than I showed you. You have yet to defeat all of Hagatha's lieutenants, and beyond that you must still face his elite, the inner circle. With my strength you might even stand a chance against them. Without it, I think it is unlikely. I can provide you with a way out of here. Now go, and good luck to you.
Actual quest. You defeated one of Hagatha's minions, a giantess named Widow Hagatha. You let her live. There are still more lieutenants waiting to face you. So there seems to be some sort of a purpose to this. Although that's teleport to the dungeon entrance, right? We don't want to do that yet. Yep.
To the fight!
Unfinished business here.